Are you struggling with hair growth? Has your hair been at the same length for years and years? If this is you, then this is the right video for you, because I'm going to be showing you my start to finish hair growth routine, no texture excluded. Definitely watch until the end. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Amen. First things first is to saturate your hair with water. The most important thing with natural hair especially is when our hair is extremely dry, it's so much more prone to breakage. So I always saturate my hair with water, plain H2O, and that will really help open up the cuticles a little bit and help me to cleanse my hair effectively. I'm going to be using my favorite shampoo from Mineral Naturals. I do have a 1 litre bottle, but I don't have a label. Don't ask me why. But anyway, I'm going to go in and shampoo my hair. Okay, guys. Shampooing your hair is a very underrated step in any hair growth routine, because what you do not want is product buildup. If you have too much product buildup in your hair, it can actually cause breakage, because if you have too much buildup, then no further product can penetrate, and then your hair ends up being even more dry, and yeah, the cycle continues. So I'm going to shampoo my hair very well. I'm going to do it twice, and I'm also going to be using a scalp massager. Why? Because this will help stimulate blood flow to your scalp. My darlings, this is what we want in any hair growth routine. Blood flow, blood flow, blood flow. Especially if you have any form of like alopecia or things like that, you definitely want to be, making sure you're stimulating that hair growth. And as I said, I'm going to shampoo my hair twice because it's so important to cleanse your hair effectively. And of course, I love this shampoo. It does not make my hair dry. It's infused with so many great ingredients that you truly want to soak your hair in. It's not one of those shampoos that you're afraid to use. You will love it once you try it. Trust me. And look, there's even a little bit of slip. Like, what is it that this shampoo cannot do? I'm so in love. When I formulated this, I just knew so many people would love it. And as you can see, there's a little knot. But guess what? We're not afraid. We're going to cut it. And of course, we're going to put it on the wall. So just rinsing that through, my hair is thoroughly cleansed, and that is ultimately primed for healthy hair growth. And yes, my hair is now cleansed on both sides. And my hair, I think that's a little bit of shampoo that I didn't really wash out, but, oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's how my hair is looking, thriving, flourishing. And we're going to go into detangle. This is another underrated step, actually, in any routine when it comes to natural hair. The most amount of breakage that occurs is when we are detangling our hair. So I feel like I repeat myself, but I do it because it's so important. In every single video, I tell you that detangling your hair safely is one of the most important steps in any routine. So guys, if there's only one thing you get out of this entire video, is to detangle your hair with the absolute and utmost care. If you're going to spend money on any kind of products and you're looking for length retention, I would say invest in a good, really amazing detangling conditioner. Of course, I love the Tangle today because it makes your hair feel like silk, and it honestly cuts your detangling time in half and helps you just prevent any breakage, and your hair will definitely love it. So I'm just showing you guys that I'm actually going to go through with a comb. Honestly, guys, I don't really use a comb often. The only reason I do use combs, and that's how much hair that came out. That's normal for me. Our hair sheds about 100 strands a day, and that's how much that came out. But anyway, using a comb is good for removing excess shed hair, because what you don't want is a bunch of shed hair just sat in your hair creating more tangles. So I definitely recommend, if you are going to finger detangle, just follow up with a little bit of a comb, not to detangle, but honestly just to remove shed hair. So finger detangle first, comb second. Repeat after me. Finger detangle first, okay? Comb second. So yeah, I'm just gonna detangle my hair away. Look at that slip, baby. Please do not be alarmed by the amount of hair that comes out. If you do not detangle your hair for 2 to 3 weeks at a time, you're going to have a lot of shed hair, okay? And it's completely normal, provided you are being really safe. And as you can see, my hair is just completely transformed. And honestly, guys, this Tangle Slayer, the reviews speak for themselves. I'll try to insert some so you can see. I'm then going to go in with my deep conditioner. I do not skip deep conditioning, guys, and it really does pay off. Deep conditioning is so good for just helping to replenish your hair of nutrients. It helps to moisturize it for longer, and it's like just a little bit of self-care. It's a treatment for your hair. So I definitely recommend, if you are on this hair growth journey with me, because I'm still on it with you guys, then definitely deep condition every single wash day, because your hair will definitely thank you for it. And I make sure that I put that deep conditioner into sections just so it can really penetrate. You don't want to leave any strand out, so definitely make sure you really work that in, okay? So this is actually the day after. I actually put my hair in twists just so my hair can dry a lot more. And I've noticed definitely that as I'm blow drying my hair, which is a stretch hairstyle, and I'll definitely leave some more information why I think stretch hairstyles are really important for hair growth. But for the most part, I left my hair in twists just for it to dry a little bit. And I'm then going to go and proceed to blow drying my hair. I blow dry my hair typically, I would say once like every other month, depending on my routine, and depending on your kind of, oh look, there's a little knot there, but one thing that's really important is to not go in through a comb and just use your fingers to gently separate. So anyway, I blow dry my hair every other month, and if you live in a place with high humidity, then you can also try things like braid outs on wet hair. So the reason I blow dry my hair so often, and I can do that and get away with it, is because I use the Rev Air. And oh, okay, let's just pause here because this is really important. Our hair, type 4 kinky curly hair, gets so many knots and tangles. And the most important thing about the detangling process is not to just go in with the comb first thing. You must use your fingers first so you can search and destroy these knots. Because what happens is if you comb through a knot like this, all that will happen is your hair will literally break and you will then have a split end. And then that split end can literally split all the way up the shaft completely, and that will mean your hair will be damaged. So I always when I'm detangling my hair, have a pair of hair scissors, and I go and do that. So I'm then going to go in with my blowout cream. It's also heat protectant. It's from Moroccan argan oil. I'll definitely link it in the description bar below. But yes, as I was saying, I blow out my hair because it's so important to reduce the amount of single-stranded knots and tangles and therefore breakage. Our hair type, as you can see, I've tangled my hair, but yet as I come out the shower, it's still tangling a little bit. And that's because that's the nature of our hair. It's kind of like a pair of headphones, wide headphones that you would have in your bag or your pocket, and it will just tangle. That is literally our hair type, but it's fine. We can live with it and it can grow, but we just must make sure we choose styles that actually make sure and encourage less tangles, less single-stranded knots, and therefore less breakage. The reason I can blow dry my hair so often without any damage whatsoever, because I get this question quite a lot, is because I use the Rev Air. The Rev Air, in my humble opinion, is probably one of the best dryers on the market. And that's because this kind of technology is really gentle on your hair. It allows you to blow dry your hair without all of the snagging and pulling that you might get from like a brush or a comb kind of dryer. It's also really nice because you can use it on young kids as well. And I've just never had any damage, and I've been using this for I would say about 3 or 4 years. Unfortunately, they don't sell in the UK anymore, but as soon as they do, trust me, I will let you guys know. But for those who are in the US, I believe Canada also, the Rev Air is honestly, I think it's even on sale now. So I'll definitely put my link down below if you do want to purchase it, because it's at a really good rate for Black Friday. So this is probably the time to grab the Rev Air because it will truly change the way you handle your hair. because blowouts, honestly, for me, are one of the ways I've been able to grow out my hair so long and healthy. Products aside, the method you use in which to handle your hair is really important. So I definitely opt for blowouts because it honestly saves me tangles, saves me single stranded knots, and helps me prime my hair for optimal length retention. So the way in which I kind of blow dry my hair is I finger detangled first, and then I kind of blow dried, and then I did that on heat 1. I then upped it to heat 2, just kind of like as a heat blast. So this is all very low heat. And once my hair has gotten to a stretched enough point, I go in with a comb. And that means my hair can kind of glide through really easily without all of that snagging. And as you can see, that section is completely transformed. And it's done really in such a quick amount of time. Like, I'm able to blow dry my hair in, I would say, about 45 minutes. And I know that may sound a lot, but it's good for me. My hair is so thick. I'm then going to go on with my extra strength hair strengthening oil, because this is really, really important. You don't kind of just want to blow dry your hair and just like leave it alone. You kind of want to make sure your hair is strengthened, and the way in which I do that is, of course, using my extra strength hair strengthening oil. This oil is great because it doesn't only have such great oils included that help to penetrate and strengthen the hair shaft, it's also infused with hair growth promoting herbs. Wow, I've literally lost my words, guys. But yeah, this oil is infused with so many herbs that kind of add a little bit more punch to the oil to help to make sure that your hair is strengthened from within. So I always use this oil after blow drying, or I'll just use the regular hair strengthening oil, which is still really good as well. And I also focus on my ends, because your ends are the oldest part of your hair, so I always give them a little bit more love and TLC. Oh my gosh, whoops, but we move. So I'm pretty much going to repeat this process all throughout my hair. I'm going to finger detangle first. I'm then going to go in and use the Rev Air. I use the Rev Air. Oh, I'm also obviously going to be cutting out all of these single stranded knots. And to be fair, look, my hair is kept stretched probably about 95% of the time, and I still get some. So imagine if you don't keep your hair stretched, you must be getting so much more, and it will just cause so much more breakage. So I'm going to be finger detangling. I'm then going to be using the Rev Air eventually. And I'm going to be using the Rev Air on speed 7 and heat 1. And once that has gotten to a point in which I feel like my hair is pretty stretched, I'm then going to go in, comb through, and then I'm going to use the Rev Air again on speed 7, heat 2. And I just kind of use that as like a final heat blast to kind of stretch my curls completely, because what you don't want is to kind of blow dry. Oh, of course, I'm going to go in with some oil on top. But what you don't want is you want to be able to blow dry your hair to complete or as straight as you can, because what will happen is if your hair is not blow dried like to completion, your hair will kind of be in this kind of like frizzy state that is even more prone to tangles and knots. So I always advise people that if they're going to blow dry their hair, make sure you do it as straight as possible. And of course, I love the Rev Air because it's honestly such a lifesaver. I do have some videos actually on alternative methods, but in all honesty, throughout the years, I've learned that this is honestly the best for you. So if you can afford it this Black Friday, definitely go and click the link below. But I'll also have some alternatives. And then obviously I'm using my hair strengthening oil, and I'm going to be putting my hair in a protective style. Protective styling is one of honestly the best ways to retain length, guys. Like honestly, because when your hair is in a protective style, it's in an optimal environment for growth, meaning that you don't have the opportunity for breakage. So why not? So I'm just opting for a really simple protective style that I'm doing. I'm literally just putting my hair in braids. But what you will see is I'm actually going to style these braids a few days after, and I'm going to be doing like hair cycling. But I'll definitely link a video more so about maintenance of how I maintain my hair. So yeah, I'm pretty much going to repeat this over and over again. So I'll let you guys just catch up just in case you forgot. So finger detangle, Rev Air, speed 7, heat 1, comb through, and then Rev Air, speed 7, heat 2, and then use some oil and put into a braid. It's literally as simple as that. So now that that process is done, please excuse my attire because I literally got oil all over my clothes whilst doing this. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys how my hair is doing. I'm currently pretty much at, I think, at tailbone length or hip length, whatever you want to call it. But I just wanted to do a quick length check because the last time I did this, I was literally wearing black shorts, which wasn't really helping. So I'm just going to be doing a quick length check for you guys so you can see where my progress is at. And as you can see, we have come a long way. That is a picture of my second big chop back in 2017, and this is my hair now. So to glory be to God, basically. So yeah, my hair is honestly the healthiest it has ever been, the most thriving, and I've had so much length retention through these methods. I'm then going to go in with my extra strength hair growth potion to my scalp. This is great, especially for those who suffer with alopecia, or if you're just trying to promote a little bit more hair growth, then this is the oil for you because it is again infused with so many great herbs. Not only that, but it also has essential oils, which are really, really great and scientifically proven to stimulate that follicles so that your hair can actually be stimulated to grow. So if you do have alopecia, then this is the oil for you because it truly, truly is tremendous. The reviews definitely speak for themselves, and I'll link, of course, all of the products I use into the description bar. I'm more concerned really about my edges because, you know, your girl had a baby, so I want to also make sure that those are maintained to the highest regard. And I'm pretty much going to be wearing my hair like this for at least a few days because look, mum life, I don't want my hair in my face. I'm not one of those naturals who want their hair around all the time. Hey guys, so it is now Friday and my hair has just literally been in these braids for a while. I'm actually on my way to a wedding, yay. But I mean, these are looking crusty, but they're about to be completely revived in just a second. I'm literally gonna go in with my extra strength hair strengthening oil and just kind of not separate too much because I don't want it to be too frizzy too quickly, because literally with the blowout, it will get bigger and bigger without even trying.
But I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue.
So this is how my hair is looking. So cute. I feel like it's giving like a crinkled look, if you guys know what I mean. So I'm gonna keep my hair out like this for about a few days, and then I'm gonna put it back into braids and I'll show you guys how I'm like getting along. So I'll see you guys later.